Memories of the class of 2014. I need you guys to do a time jump back in time with me to August of 2012. Your class is coming in to Me Inc. And I walk into my room. I'm a facilitator and I have blue 7, red 7, and green 7 all in the room. So I've got the likes of Latasha, Kevin Mayo, Pulak Sharma, Radhika, and Tulio all in this one room. So the diversity just blows me away. From Kevin's "I hate networking" to Dustin, who loved networking. So I knew your class was going to be special all the way back then. This past year I was able to go to Costa Rica with a group of second years, primarily second years, and I have wonderful memories from that as well. But some of the funniest actually happened on the bus ride. There is a game that we were introduced to by Sam, and you put the phone here and then an item comes across and the group has to try and do a variety of moves so that you guess what it is. Wilbur Cheney is truly terrible at this game. In fact, a number of his colleagues told him just how bad he was in no uncertain terms. During one portion, he was supposed to guess the following song that they were acting out very well and humming, and it's called "What's the Fox Say?" Wilbur says, and I quote, "What did the crack cat say?" That's a great memory. So as I look back, and I want you guys to remember one thing, it's part of the journey that you've been on this past 2 years. You came in at the start of a journey and you're going out to start a brand new journey. Remember, it's not the destination that really matters, it's your journey along the way. Continue to do your discovery and networking. You'll learn new things about you and what you want to accomplish at all times. Class of 2014, I truly hope you can join me for a glass of wine on a beach somewhere across the globe. All the best.
Hi everybody. I always find the entering classes of MBA students to be good groups to work with, but I found your group to be especially personable, especially likable, engaging, pleasant. Those are all great characteristics to have. And if you can combine those, as your class has been able to do, with being bright and being perceptive and being willing to work hard, you're going to go a long way. You'll be fine leaders and you'll represent us very well. In terms of a piece of advice that I might have, I guess I might say that when you become leaders of organizations, as you will, try to foster an environment in which it's okay to ask you questions, and which it's okay to tell you the things that you need to know, even if they aren't the things that you want to hear. I think in that kind of environment, better critical thinking occurs, and decisions are likely to be more sound from a legal perspective and from an ethical perspective. And then I guess finally, if I can throw in one additional one, be sure that you don't allow gobs of phlegm to accumulate on the floor of your business establishments. Thanks, everybody. You've been a great group to work with.
Well, thanks for inviting me to talk to the class of 2014, because this is my second year as chair of the MBA program, which means that the class of 2014 is the first group that I've been with for the whole time we've been here. And I've got to say, in the 15 years that I've been at Kelley, I've never seen a class that's accomplished so much. Sure, the classwork and the events and so on, but you created the Kelley values. Your legacy is larger than I've seen in any other class. You were the first to go through the Leadership Academy. You were the first to partake of TTAC. The first class that a faculty member goes through is always the most special and the most remembered, and that's the way you will be to me. You also asked me for a piece of advice to send along with you as you leave here. And there's a lot of advice I could give, like be kind to others. I know you'll be that way anyway. One of the things that comes to mind is take on the big challenges. We are known for rolling up our sleeves and getting the job done. You've done it here in so many ways. You've taken on big challenges, case competitions, some of the coursework that you've been through. You can do it. You've learned more than you realize. Get in there and give it a try. That's what you'll be remembered for. You'll be the go-to person who is trusted to get the job done, and you'll be the one who gets noticed. So take on the big challenges, messy and ambiguous, because we know you can do it. Good luck, class of 2014. We are really, really going to miss you.
Hi Kelley's, class of 2014. Can't believe these past 20 months have flown as fast as they did. I'm gonna miss you, and I just have a few words of wisdom for marketing from your favorite core instructor, okay? What is marketing? Meeting customers' needs profitably. Those are the words of wisdom for marketing, okay? It entails a lot more than that, but it is that. We make income statements. We make the score. That's what marketers do. We don't keep the score. We don't comment on the score. We make the score. So we are all that matters for business, all that is relevant, all that's important. Never forget that, even if you're not a marketer, okay? My most memorable moment in the entire class, for all cohorts, and this, I know all of you experienced it, my absolutely lack of ability to pick up when you guys are playing buzzword bingo. Yes, I'm the worst at picking it up, and I never called any of you because somehow I always manage to not see it. The other piece of advice that I have for all of you is something that you got a little taste when you first met Samidani in JumpStop in your orientation week, and when you prepared the first case study perhaps, stick it to the core or go for more. There was another reading in there. How do you measure success? And then ultimately it's about you. It's not about how much money you make, how big a house you have, how fast a car you drive. It's about you. And my advice is that in the short term, do whatever you have to do. But on the long term, you gotta love what you do. Because if you don't love what you do, who's gonna put the fire under you to get you out of bed in the morning when you just got to bed at 3 a.m., okay? And if you don't love it, you're going to be competing with someone else that loves it, and you can't be as good as someone else that loves it. Hey, congratulations, class of 2014. I will miss you, and I will see you at graduation. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2014, and congratulations on your upcoming graduation. For me, the most memorable things about your class have been the enthusiasm, the positive attitude, the initiative, and the leadership that your class has demonstrated in so many different ways. One example that comes to mind is the whole Kelley Values initiative that the Slate and so many other people were involved in. I think this was a marvelous idea that the Slate came up with and saw through to a wonderful launch and development of a terrific video. That's a gift that your class has given to the school and to future generations of Kelleys. Another example is the great leadership that a number of students took in putting together terrific EME and Globies programs this year that benefited more than 100 students, and they were just awesome. The CAC has done a tremendous job in expanding the role of the CAC and providing so many benefits to our students. You've been an inspiration to your classmates, to the first year students, to the faculty, and to the staff in this office and in GCS, and we so much appreciate everything you've done. You've really taken to heart the idea of leaving this place better than you found it, and we're grateful to you for that. I mean this in all seriousness, although maybe it's going to seem a little funny. This is my advice. This is a dish of chocolates. I don't know how well you can see it on the video. But my advice to you is to always keep a dish of chocolates on your desk. And try to exercise a little restraint over yourself in indulging in the dish of chocolates. But I've found that having chocolate on my desk has helped me to build relationships with people I work with at all different levels of the organization. People want to come in, they grab a piece of chocolate, they schmooze, you can talk about what's going on work-wise or otherwise, and it really helps build your network and helps you work better with other people in the company or wherever you'll be working. So get some chocolate, keep it on your desk. It's a small investment in your career. So lots of luck to all of you. We will miss you, and I look forward to celebrating with you on May 9th.
Hi, Professor Dayton here. I think the most memorable experience for me with this class was a trip to Argentina. And it wasn't that it was just a great time, it wasn't that the weather was fantastic, it wasn't that I loved being with all of you, but it's what you did. I remember at the orphanage outside of Buenos Aires, and I can't tell you, this lives with me till today, the impact that you had on the kids at the orphanage. I remember the young students, you, who were sitting on the ground showing little girls how to put on makeup. I remember one of your classmates with an overweight young Argentinian boy who couldn't play soccer but dreamed of playing basketball. And your classmate took the time, took the effort, and stood there, shot after shot after shot. And the smile and the happiness that you brought to that young man is immeasurable. And I'm sure will stay with him for the rest of his life. But I want to prove something to you. I did remember that. It's still in my heart. And I want to show you something that's on my phone. This is a picture of JR. And this is JR, one of all of you, standing on a ladder, we were all trying to figure out how we could put up basketball rims and nets, which we carried through customs, by the way, in Argentina, and putting that up. To me, that tells the story of how involved you are, and more importantly, how much you care. Keep caring. Go Hoosiers. I love you.
Clap along.